One day, it hits you. No one is thinking about you as much as you think they are. Not your mistakes, not your awkward moment, not that thing you said 3 days ago. And the day you realize no one cares about you the way you feared, everything changes. Stay with me, because by the end of this, that sentence won't feel depressing. It'll feel powerful. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people are not watching you. They're watching themselves. They're replaying their own conversations, worrying about their own flaws, thinking about their own problems. The spotlight you feel on you, it's mostly in your head. Psychologists call it the spotlight effect. We overestimate how much other people notice us. Quick example. You spill coffee on your shirt before a meeting. You're convinced everyone sees it. You think they're judging you. Reality? Half of them didn't notice. The other half forgot within minutes. But your brain doesn't forget. It keeps replaying it like it was a public disaster. Here's the shift. If no one cares that much, you are free. Free to try, free to fail, free to speak, free to post, free to start. The fear of judgment shrinks when you realize most people are too busy surviving their own lives. Midway reminder: subscribe to Brain Catalyst for psychology that helps you decode people. Now let's go deeper. When you think everyone cares, you live cautiously, you edit your personality, you soften your opinions, you delay your goals, not because you're incapable, because you're afraid of being seen failing. But if people aren't watching closely, what are you protecting? Think about this. How often do you think about someone else's embarrassing moment? Rarely. And when you do, it's not with cruelty, it's with understanding. The same grace you give others, they're giving you. The day you realize no one cares, you stop performing. You stop trying to impress people who aren't paying attention. You stop shrinking to fit rooms that never asked you to shrink. And something else happens. You take action faster, because the risk feels smaller. Start the business, apply for the job, go to the gym, post the video. Have the conversation you've been avoiding. Even if it fails, it won't echo in people's minds the way you imagine. Here's another layer. When you accept that no one is obsessing over you, you also stop obsessing over others. Comparison weakens. You're not behind. You're not being ranked. There's no invisible scoreboard tracking your life. Everyone is too focused on their own survival. That realization can feel lonely at first. You might think, so I don't matter? But that's not the message. The message is this: you don't need to matter to everyone. You need to matter to yourself. There's a difference between being unnoticed and being unimportant. One is freedom. The other is a story you tell yourself. When you stop assuming people are judging you, you start noticing something else. Most people are insecure too. The confident guy at work, he's worried about his performance review. The woman who seems put together, she's doubting herself privately. The friend who looks fearless online, they're editing their reality. Everyone is fighting something. And once you see that, you stop seeing the world as a courtroom. It becomes a room full of humans doing their best. That changes how you move. You speak more directly. You laugh louder. You try things without rehearsing every outcome. You stop needing permission. And here's the twist most people miss. When you stop trying to be impressive, you actually become more interesting. Because authenticity has weight. Confidence shows up quietly. People respond to that, not because they were watching before, but because now you're not trying to be watched. There's a difference between wanting attention and living boldly. Boldness attracts. Approval-seeking repels. And here's something practical. The next time you hesitate, ask yourself, in 1 week, will anyone still care about this? Most of the time, the honest answer is no. That question alone can unlock action. Send the risky message. Share the opinion. Take the opportunity. Embarrassment fades fast. Regret lasts longer. So if no one cares as much as you fear, good. That means you get to live without the imaginary audience. You get to experiment. You get to grow. You get to change. You get to fail privately and win quietly. And over time, something ironic happens. When you stop caring about being judged, people start respecting you more because you're no longer fragile around their opinions. You're steady. Here's your challenge. For the next 24 hours, act as if no one is judging you. Say what you mean. Start what you've been delaying. Wear what you want. Share your idea. Notice how much lighter it feels. The day you realize no one cares the way you feared is the day you stop living small. Comment free if this shifted something in you.